And now introducing your Los Angeles Clippers. Man in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 5, Kendrick Perkins. At small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1, Evan Turner. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 4, J.J. Redick. And in the middle, 6'11", from Texas A&M, number 6, DeAndre Jordan. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 2, the franchise. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Clippers.
This verse is dedicated to the man who was concerned with his friends and his Timbs and his women, him and his man.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Golden State Warriors.
You know, it's a little bit surprising. The game got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
They really were. Outplayed them. If you looked only at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. But it was a case of a few intangibles that didn't play out in their favor that made all the difference.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Pass to Gay. Shot clock at 6. Here's Olenichev, and the rejection by Jordan. And here's Perkins. Here's the franchise. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
You always like to get that first lead of the game.
Yeah, you know, Steve, a good way to set the tone early on there.
Gay outside. Monroe with a screen on Turner. Here's Olenichev. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And here are the Clippers. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but clearly the misses from the strike had an impact.
Here's Drummond after the made shot from the franchise. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Redick is in the corner. Passes it to the franchise. Out to Turner. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good. Perkins got his first points in this one.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And Monroe kicks to Gay. Back to Monroe. Gay with it, picked up by Turner. And that one's good by Gay.
He's so reliable. You know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Jordan the screen. Here's the franchise, defended by Drummond. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. now. Here's Redick. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Just 2 to shoot. Turner. Gay with the block. Olenichev, covered by Redick. Here's Olenichev. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's the franchise. Jordan, he's open. No good. And Detroit the other way now.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Here's Monroe. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Jordan, the pass to Turner. Back to Jordan. Left side, Jordan. Here's Redick. And it's good. Assisting on the play is Jordan.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Monroe outside. Here's Olenichev. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Turner passes to the franchise. Redick is in the corner. All sorts of time. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Here's the franchise from downtown. Rebounded by Greg Monroe. Here's Gornev. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is pointing. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Here's the franchise. 43 points out last game. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break. And I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad. And he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
And here's Gay following the 3 from the franchise. Drummond sets the screen for Gay. Here's Olenichev. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Jordan the screen. Here's the franchise. Here's Perkins. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Shots good by Gay.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Here's the franchise after Rudy Gay's bucket. The franchise passes to Perkins, and the layup's good off the glass.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
For Detroit, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Unloads from 13. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Here's the franchise. He's got 7. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, Los Angeles. So it's Detroit now. They trail by 1. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, thank you. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for just a bit. Going into their first game against this squad, he told me, we'll attack inside and see how it works. See whether they're able to turn us away. Guys, coaching an explosive team like this, a good idea to try and exploit that at the rim.
Thanks, Doris. And here is Turner following the 3 from Rudy Gay. Screen by Perkins. Here's the franchise. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, if you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders from the past 10 games. Look at the franchise. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking ball handlers' pockets, but as terrific point guards, they know how to clog passing lanes and come up with a lot of steals that way as well.
Absolutely. Their steals come from all over the court and in all sorts of situations. Transition, half-court sets, out-of-bounds plays, in the lane. They are the NBA's most complete defenders at the one-guard spot.
Now here's Randolph. Unloads. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. He told the franchise that he wants their offense to run through him. It's no secret that he's their go-to guy, and coach's message was simple. Get the ball in his hands early and often to let him establish his rhythm, and the rest of the offense should fall in place. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
And thank you, Doris. Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Build on.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Sims is checked in. Substitution. Los Angeles leading by 5. The franchise, he's in at the point. He's out there with J.J. Redick. Turner is out there with Perkins. And it's Randolph in at the force line. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
That's been a great day for him. And if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. Clock at 6. Tries a 3. And there's the call on Perkins. That is his first foul of the game. Detroit with the ball. 7-point differential. Into Drummond. Poke loose. He feeds it to Hayward. Here's Olenichev. Good on the triple. He has 5.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Hayward with the ball. Averaging 13 points a contest. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cornell. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Here's a chance to take a look at the Pistons and how they rank in the NBA right now. 4th in opponent field goal percentage. 5th in blocks. And they're in the top 10 in rebounds. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
The biggest number that you just talked about to me, Clark, is that field goal percentage for their opponents. Defense is all about effort. You know that. Well, this is a team that's really been playing hard, and they try to get after you physically. They try to intimidate you on the perimeter and inside. That's one of the reasons they're playing such good defense.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And Detroit has possession after the basket by Los Angeles. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Drummond with a screen on Perkins. Here's Olenichev. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. He's got 7. Clippers leading by 4. Screen by Perkins. Here's the franchise.
Whoa! How about that basketball fan? Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure. Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at the Clippers. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they are. They've got momentum. And checking out New Orleans, a game behind.
Seeing where the Clippers are, they've actually taken the NBA by storm since the season kicked off. They put themselves right in the mix of the league's top teams when most people thought they'd be bottom feeders.
And I know it's early, Clark, but the way they've looked, I think they'll be in that mix all the way to the end.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He thinks the use of ball screens and pick and rolls is the best formula for success against the defense they're currently looking at, and he let his guys know it. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Kornev. Another shot. That is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Drummond.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Handoff can't hit. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Right wing, down low. Here's Scott. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Clippers leading by 4. They double him with Drummond. Here's the franchise. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Gornet. Second chance effort. Indeed, Drummond drops it in. Drummond's got 6. And here are the Clippers now. Here's the franchise. 20 points for him. Redick inside the line. Again, the Clippers.
What a beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Pistons trailed by 6. Out to Hayward. Olenichev. Turner covering. Here's Olenichev. Here's Scott. Evan Turner pulls it in. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Redick dishes to Perkins. Here's the franchise. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And, well, Detroit shooting 43% from the floor. Out to the right wing. Hayward with a screen for Drummond. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. Look at the franchise. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
Well, it's a dimension to his game that we rarely see at that position. But he places a lot of emphasis on doing whatever it takes to contribute, even on the boards.
And that's why so many people around the league are big fans of his, Steve. Because of his willingness to mix it up down low as well as run the show from the perimeter.
Now here's Gay. He's got 9. Pass to Scott. Gay outside. Monroe down low. He's covered by Watson. Good. And that's now 6 points for Greg Monroe.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
The shot's good from the franchise.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Pistons trail by 7. Scott kicks to Gay. Monroe sets a screen for Gay. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
Yeah, they swept these guys last year. The matchups just seemed to kind of go their way. It was total dominance in the 2 games.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Olenichev. And a foul thrown on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Clippers?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been...
Good ball movement.
Far as well, so I really like this team's effort tonight.
And so that's the end of the first half. Clippers lead by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so far, and so am I. Let's go through some things. They look absolutely...
The second half just about to get going here.
Absolute domination in this one for the franchise. 28 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
Well, they'd be in a much different position in this game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Now here's Gay after the miss from Evan Turner. Back to Gay. Drummond sets the screen for Gay. Tries again. And another shot. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Pistons. Here's the franchise. Greg Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They get it back. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And that one's good. 13 points in the game.
You know, not everything's falling for them, but they're definitely capitalizing on their second efforts.
Well, you know you're going to miss shots in this game, so you've got to attack the boards and continue to get yourself second chance opportunities. That's exactly what they're doing.
Gay comes over with a double team. And Detroit has possession. Pistons trail by 4. And it's Monroe at the elbow. To the inside. There's the block. Now Reddick, averaging 6 points per contest. Here's the franchise. Rebound, Detroit. Gay's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hi, Kevin. The franchise in that last game against the Thunder was superb. He had 43 some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight. But his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
And a chance here to see where the Clippers sit in the NBA statistically right now. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that and they're on their game, they're tough to beat. And then we can check out the story on Rudy Gay. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 13 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. I'm sure he's happy with the way things have been going. Those are some nice, steady numbers.
Well, how could he be unhappy about them, Steve? I mean, he'd probably like to see just a little more of an uptick in them just the same, but nothing to not be content about there. Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Pistons trail by 7. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's the franchise, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. Aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Los Angeles. Kicks it out to Gay. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Jordan the screen. Shot off the pick. And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from the franchise.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason #1, they're ahead.
Dishes it to Drummond. Here's Gornev. Soft touch off the glass. 8 points for him. Here's the franchise. He has 38 in the game. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Pistons trail by 11. To the wing right side. The pass to Gay. For the 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's the franchise.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And we should take guys in the hustle steps for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Baseline J on the way. Monroe, no good.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
From 12 feet out. Nice shot by Randall. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Every once in a while, he'll kind of step out of his role and give you something like that.
Drummond the screen from past the arc. Another 3 for Detroit.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
The franchise passes to Perkins. The feed to Sims. Randolph kicks to Sims. Into Jordan. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And the Pistons making a change here. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pistons trail by 10, and here we go. The Pistons fast break.
How about the passing? They're moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here's the franchise, and he has 42. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
The Clippers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
One shot.
That free throw good from the franchise. Detroit's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles' coach was going over with his guys. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. A finish. They get it back.
Detroit ball. Hayward. That's his second personal.
The Clippers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here.
Good work. Good work.
Oh, yeah, man.
He's perfect from the line this time.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Well, to keep a lead like this, they should continue to attack the paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get C.J. Watson. The Pistons have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far. The first one falls. Los Angeles making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's the franchise. No good on that last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Clippers on top. They lead by 11. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And now a brief chance to view our State Farm assist of the game. It's 1 of 7 terrific assists on the night.
And what you love about his ability to pass the ball, Kevin, is that it just seems so natural to him, so fluid. He's always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating passing angles.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by 11. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
A lot of fans focused on that matchup for Utah.
The franchise in at point guard. He's out there with J.J. Redick. Perkins is out there with Evan Turner. And it's Randolph in at the power forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The franchise, no good on the triple.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yep, I thought so too, Clark.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
Scott hits them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
The dish to Redick. Pass to the franchise. Feeds it to Redick. The 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. Hayward dishes to Scott. And here's Hayward. Kicks it to Drummond. Shot clock at 6. Here's Olenichev. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond the arc here in the second half. You look at the percentages. Good numbers.
Just what the pharmacist prescribed. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they keep it up.
Now here's Turner. Here's the franchise. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Pistons trail by 4. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Drummond throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
Now here's Randolph. Second chance shot, and it's blocked by Scott. Now here's Hayward, covered by Reddick. And that misses. That would have put him up. For Los Angeles, they've done a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Here's the franchise.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Drummond with a screen on Turner. It's Gay with the drive. Drummond passes to Scott. And stolen by Reddick. Here's the franchise. Defended by Hayward. Outside for Randolph. Here's the franchise. The long distance three is good. The franchise has got 50 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Drummond the screen to the middle. Kicks it out to Gay. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Gay's got 9 points here in the second half. Clippers leading by 4. Right side Randolph. Perkins with the screen for Randolph. Right side Randolph. Here's Reddick. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Man, excellent interior defense there. Good rotation.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Hayward. That drops. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
A sensational run has them on the brink of tying it up or even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
And flying high to send that one through. I didn't think he had a chance of getting the rack against such a bigger defender.
Shoots from 12. Here's Scott. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Now here's Reddick. He dishes it to Randolph. Here's the franchise. Ended by Hayward. Uncovered. And again, another shot drained there from the franchise. The franchise has got 54 points. And so it's Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. Hayward kicks to Drummond. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Inside. Right side Turner. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Gay sets the pick for Hayward. Drummond with a screen on Randall. Drive by Scott.
Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 4. Here's the franchise inside the Perkins. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Monroe. On the clock. He kicks to Gay. Lets it go from 11, and the shot is good. Gay's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a big basket there, and you can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
Here's the franchise.
Scott. That's his second. Shooting for Los Angeles.
That free throw good from the franchise.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Drummond's checked in for the Pistons.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Screen by Monroe. Puts it up from 12. Bank shot. No good.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The franchise.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from the franchise. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Gornev. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And here is Los Angeles now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And stolen by Drummond. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Gay. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the franchise. Turner dishes to Reddick. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. A baseline J. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And it's the Clippers with the ball. They lead by 4. No good from the franchise.
And no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Here's the franchise following the bucket by the Pistons. On deep. The shot by Reddick, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Pass to Gay. 6 to shoot. Monroe left side. That doesn't go in the chance to tie.
Boy, they almost tied it up with that shot.
They're this close here in the fourth quarter. Tracking back into it.
That one from long range. 61 points for the franchise.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He is not happy with their perimeter shooting. And guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the 3-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
You know, turnovers really weren't part of the story here early on, but that's changed now. They're starting to have some trouble handling the ball.
Left in the fourth quarter. with it. He feeds it to Jordan. Pass to Reddick. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
That's good.
He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
1:05 left in the game. Got it. Nice one there from the franchise. And the Clippers lead by 5.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Right wing. Dishes to Monroe. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Boy, that was a big shot.
And that one just flattened this crowd, Kevin.
Yeah, nothing you can do as a fan after a shot like that. Just shake your head.
A franchise, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
And Detroit has possession. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Here's Olenichev. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And an intentional foul right there. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And the Clippers making a change here. So the Clippers with the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
All set. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, congratulations on the win and for setting your season high in points scored for yourself. Would you say this is the best game you've played this year?
Best game. I mean, Doris, that's kind of hard for me to answer given the amount of great games I've had this year. You feel me? It don't matter, though, because best yet to come. I'm taking over the league the rest of the way. It's simple. Woo!
It was a pleasure for us to watch. Thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long, and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.
shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 11, Jeremy Lamb. And at center, 6'10" from Florida, number 15, Al Horford. Hawks. At the small forward position, at 6'9", number 44, Mo Harkless. At the other guard position, at 6'0", number 10, Darren Collison. The other forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 34, Serge Ibaka. The head coach of your home team is Mike Budenholzer.
Welcome, everyone, to Phillips Arena. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, the home of the Hawks, where we'll be broadcasting live today. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. And a one-game homestand for Atlanta as the Hawks will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. They just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games have been losses.
Yeah, and I think this is an important game for these guys, Kevin, because, you know, they only play this matchup twice during the regular season. As you mentioned, they lost the first one. So it's very important. You don't want to get swept by a club in the season series.
Steve, it's always about pride. I mean, that's always a factor when you're talking about pro players. I mean, these guys want to know that they can come and play a strong game. They know they didn't bring it last time, and they want to change that approach right here, right now.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. A franchise in at point guard. Perkins is out there at turn. Then there's J.J. Watt, and it's Jordan in at the center position.
And he's on the board early.
The first to strike there. Nice hoop.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. He's looking to even the score in this season series with a win of their own. He told me they can certainly play better than they did the last time, and said with their defense and shot blocking, they're planning to make matters difficult at that end of the floor. Kevin, let's see if they can lock them up.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
Here's Collison after the made shot from the franchise. Ibaka sets the pick for Harkless. Pass to Lamb. 6 to shoot. Misses off the right iron. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Harkless pulls it down.
You can say I'm surprised that one didn't fall. He can barely dunk it in the pregame layup line.
Collison dishes to Harkless. Over in the corner, Lamb. Out to the wing. Here's Collison. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Yeah, not to mention 4 big steals on the night. He's getting it done at both ends of the floor.
Here's Redick on the mark with the 15-footer.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
The Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Chicago. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, Atlanta, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
When I look at Atlanta, they've not achieved any of even the most modest goals they've set for themselves so far.
Well, it's been a tough year, Clark, no question. There was a lot of talk for them before the season about proving the doubters wrong. But at this point, the doubters look right.
Okay, we all know who we need to go to more. The rest of you set screens to create as many opportunities for them as you can. Here we go.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. He told the franchise that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach clearly wants him to get going here early and ensure he gets on fire and makes the kind of offensive impact everyone knows he can. Said to them, centered on his desire to see them shooting the ball every opportunity that presents itself. He said, fire away, guys. You've got the green light. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Now, here's Collison, averaging 13 points a contest. Now, here's Lamb. T right on him. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Here's the franchise, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last tunnel, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty quick.
Here's Collison after the made shot from the franchise. Knocked away. Turner with the steal. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. For the three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Now, defensively, they have to pick up the intensity and close out on shooters.
Steve, you're right. I mean, they're getting picked apart out there, and the intensity on D's got to pick up as well. I mean, you can't have it on cruise control on defense.
And Lamb kicks to Horford. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
Clippers leading by 9. Here's the franchise. 10 points for him. Can't hit from 12. A drive by Collison. Here's Harkless. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's the franchise. He's covered by Collison. There's shot by Redick. No good. Hawks have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Now here's Collison. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's the franchise. He's covered by Collison. Here's the franchise. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Perkins got his first points in this one.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Horford the pass to Collison. And the layup is good. Collison's got his first basket of the night.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Now here's Turner. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Pass to the franchise. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And that's good. J.J. Redick for 3. Redick's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, Kevin, I like the way they've come out here. I mean, they're shooting it well and with confidence from outside. Just a good, strong start for them.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, let's have a look at some leaders from the last 10 games. Here are the highest scoring point guards in the NBA during that time. Look at the franchise, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And you just can't say enough about the value of a player like him who can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
Yeah, you know, you're right. For him to be providing the individual scoring he has, as well as keeping all his teammates so involved in the offense, that's a hard job. It's an ideal combination for a point guard.
Right side T, down low. Here's Gray, defended by Paul. Gray dishes to Harkless. Looking for Wilkins, he gets it there. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer.
Here's the franchise. He's got 10. Nice shot by Randolph.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Here's Gray. Lays it up and banks it in.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Here's the franchise. Randolph kicks to Jordan.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Porter's checked in for Atlanta. Now T. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
And he's able to get it back. Here's the franchise. Atlanta with the rebound. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
And the Clippers making a switch here. And he can't hit the second.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either. As good a foul shooter as he is. Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
Here's Gray after the basket by Los Angeles. Now here's T. Defense is right there.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Here's the franchise.
Oh, get it! Watch out now. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
So it's Atlanta now after the Clippers pick up 2. Porter kicks to Payne. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Clippers leading by 9. Passes it to the franchise. Vern guarded by Porter. The dish to Paul. A shot. Jordan trying to free himself up. A shot by Paul. No good.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Here's Gray. Outside T. There's a screen. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Off target with his 3. Here's the franchise. T covering. Here's Paul. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And the Clippers making a change here. And this is his first.
I like that shooting.
Here's Gray. Shot is off. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Clippers lead by 12. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. The Dallas Mavericks hit the road for a duel with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the NBA next Tuesday night.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting.
In some changes, Horford comes in for Wilkins, and Harkless is subbed in for Porter. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The franchise, he's in at point guard. Perkins is out there with Evan Turner. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Watson in at the 2. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. The franchise in that last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He ended up with 68 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight. His teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Outside Collison. Knocks it loose. Here's the franchise. He's covered by Collison.
Really an extraordinary game for the franchise. He's got 14 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
His outside stroke has looked really good today.
And the second free throw, good. The Hawks trail by 15. Collison with it. Now guarded by the franchise. Collison, the pass to Ibaka. There's the feed to Harkless. Outside Collison. Dishes it to Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The pass to the franchise. Fires the three. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
Outside Collison. Screened by Ibaka. Collison dishes to Lamb. Lots of room. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers leading by 13. Here's the franchise. Finished off by Perkins.
Excellent work on the offensive boards.
Went after that rebound hard and quickly turned it into a putback jam. Beautiful work.
And those are the types of plays that have put them in front in this game.
In the corner, Ibaka with it. No luck. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Partner, this was a game that it makes everybody nervous. They had it under control. Looked like it was going to be a comfortable win. They were going to ride it out. But then they had to find a way to match their intensity in a big fourth quarter comeback effort. Man, that was a fun game to watch.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I think they thought they could just cruise home in the fourth quarter. It almost slipped away from them. And they did what they had to do to finish the game.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Atlanta making a switch here.
You can see where the Hawks rank in the league stats over the last 10 games. First in blocks, 12th in steals. And they're in the top half of the league when it comes to limiting opponents' offense as well.
And to me, what jumps out is the blocks, because they're an intimidating team. They really control the paint. They like to physically dominate their opponent. And when they do that and they get a lot of block shots, obviously it gives their defense a ton of confidence.
Here's Teague. A rebound by the franchise.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Redick, a good look. And the Clippers miss again. The Hawks trail by 13. Teague left side. Payne with a screen for Teague. He kicks it to Payne. Perkins with a screen on Teague. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
All checked in for C.J. Watson. Hawks shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Gray kicks to Teague. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul.
If you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Well, they're not doing themselves any favors. The next possession needs to be a good one. They've got to find their offensive rhythm.
Jordan, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Gray passes to T. Here's Gray. Shoots from 14. That one rolling around and rims out.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there. Good.
Reddick's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Ball against T. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Here's the franchise. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Look at the franchise, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
It's hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has been. I mean, he's on fire right now.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And as a team, they're shooting about 75% on the year.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Atlanta making a switch here. Wilkins is checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Randolph is checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter, and it's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get them out of this hole.
That drops. 19 points for the franchise.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Feeds it to Payne. It's Wilkins on the wing. Now here's Harkless. He's covered by Randolph. Shot clock at 5. Teardrop shot. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 6.
You know, Kevin, he's not always looking to put up big numbers, but he's doing a nice job here.
Here's the franchise. Teague covering. Here's the franchise. Rebound, Atlanta. Wilkins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Gray kicks to T. Wilkins with a screen on Paul. They set the pick. Teague for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight to the right side. Left side, Jordan. He dishes it to Paul. Lets it go from deep. No good from the franchise. Good if it goes. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Clippers on top, running away with it. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
I mean, I'm trying to. I know we're a lot tougher to play when we can limit second chances and get a lot of one-and-dones on defense. I think we should be able to keep it going next half as well. Yeah.
Your mindset is working. Well done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the 3rd quarter of basketball.
right, fellas. Great job in the early going. But we've got to keep playing the same way. Keep this building out of it. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. One big reason to be encouraged is to...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down.
On and the temperature's warm and I spit heat flashes, getting nauseous, bright as it. So analyze with caution when the light hit the ice, let 100 that you. Should I make the fast transition?
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for Atlanta, Jeremy Lamb out there with Collison. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clippers leading by 20. Redick with it. He feeds it to Jordan. And the rejection by Ibaka. And here we go with Collison running it up the court. All alone. Second chance shot. It's Ibaka getting it to go. Ibaka's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Hawks.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Here's the franchise. Turner passes to the franchise. That's short off the rim.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Here's Jordan, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Here's the franchise. He's covered by Collison. Here's the franchise. From the top of the key, he buries it. The franchise has got 21 in the game.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Collison kicks to Lamb. Pass to Horford. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup.
Guys have had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Kicks it to Redick. Here's the franchise. 21 points in the game. That is good. 23 points in the game.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
The Hawks trail by 20. Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He talked to his guys about the importance of functioning as a unit, not as individuals, and on the need to help each other find open shots on the perimeter. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Perkins dishes to Jordan. Here's the franchise. He's got 23. Redick for 3. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Collison. Up top Harkless. Stolen away. And it It is flushed down with a nice jam. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
Collison, the pass to Harkless. Ibaka sets the pick for Harkless. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Harkless has got 6.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Los Angeles leading by 18. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. No good from the franchise. The Hawks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Outside Collison. This one for 3. Cannot hit. So Los Angeles will turn it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Porter's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Pass to the franchise. Back to Turner. Clippers moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to the franchise. Back to Turner. He goes big with the dunk right over Al Horford.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, he just could not contain himself.
Outside Collison. Screen by Ibaka. And Lamb kicks to Porter. There's the dish to Lamb. Outside Collison. The feed now to Ibaka. Can't hit from in close.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Lamb sets a screen for Horford. And here's Porter. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. A drive by Collison. Tries again. Horford good.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Redick is in the corner. The franchise passes to Turner. Here's the franchise, guarded by Porter. That's good. And that's now 28 points for the franchise.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Horford, no luck. Clippers leading by 21. Redick with it. He's picked up by Lamb. Here's the franchise. 28 points for him.
These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
That's for sure, Steve. I mean, a superhuman performance on the backboards. Well done.
Collison dishes to Ibaka. Rebound by the franchise. The franchise has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Releases from the wing and drills it. The franchise has got 11 points in the quarter.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Dishes to Ibaka. Now here's Lamb. Not a lot of room. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got his first bucket of the night.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's the franchise. That drops.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Now here's Collison. And the pass to Lamb. Horford sets a screen for Lamb. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
Not much doubt about that over-the-back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback.
Good D.
Clippers leading by 23. Out left to the wing. Feeds it to Jordan. Lets it go. It's good from inside. Jordan's got 9. And the Hawks with possession here. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
And here's Collison. Paul with the steal. And there's the lay-in. Paul's got 4 this quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Los Angeles on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
Tune in next Sunday, December 23rd. The Los Angeles Clippers take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. It's the real deal.
LA's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The franchise, he's in at the point. He's out there with Watson, and it's Randolph in at the 4. The shot's good from the franchise.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Outside Collison. It's Wilkins on the wing. Left side Wilkins. 5 to shoot. A drive by Collison. Second shot opportunity. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they just continued to shoot well.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Perkins is checked in. The franchise passes to Watson. Out to the wing. Here's the franchise. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Atlanta. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Outside Collison. Ibaka sets the pick for Collison. Screen by Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. A drive by Collison. The rebound by the franchise. The franchise has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the left side wing. Out to the wing. Jacks up a 3. And he gets the bucket. The franchise has got 18 points now here in the second half.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
There's a good screen. Pass to Sloan. A 3. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Los Angeles has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Watson, the pass to the franchise. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And the first one at the line is good. The Hawks making a switch here. Teague's checked in. Both free throws good from the franchise. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Teague. He's guarded closely. He kicks it to Sloan. The three. Rebound by the Clippers. Cunningham passes to the franchise. That's good. The franchise has got 41.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside Teague. He dishes it to Sloan. There's the triple. Rebounded by the franchise. The franchise has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. No problem knocking that one down.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this run going much longer.
I tell you what, Steve, it's already lasted longer than I thought possible.
To halt the run, and that one's good. Sloan's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hawks.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Pass to the franchise. Here's Vern. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. The offensive rebound, and that one's good by Porter. Here's the franchise. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Burgess. Atlanta's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
At the line for the Hawks, Sloan. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. A different look for the Clippers.
That's the way to work on D.
Some changes here. Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Sims kicks to Watson. Passes it to Sims. He feeds it to Cunningham. From the baseline, the rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds now tonight. So for the Hawks, Otto Porter Jr. He's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Teague in for Wilkins. And the Clippers with a change here, too. The franchise is checked in for C.J. Watson. Back to Teague. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Sims. Over to the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 4 on the clock. Here's the franchise. Goes back up. Rebound, Atlanta. Horford's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Porter. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Los Angeles has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's the franchise. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And a high bounce as it comes off the rim.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
And he dunks it down.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. There's the bucket. Good.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
The franchise passes to Jordan. Kicks to Sims. Here's the franchise to the wing on the left. Fern, guarded by Porter. Fern. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And he makes the first. Watson, who's checked in for the Clippers. Some changes here. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Horford. Wilkins comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Collison in for Jeff Teague. The franchise is checked in for the Clippers.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster. Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
The Hawks shooting around 41% on the night. Payne with a screen for Collison, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
You know, turnovers really weren't part of the story here early on, but that's changed now. They're starting to have some trouble handling the ball.
Porter's checked in for Wilkins. The pass to the franchise. The dish to Cunningham. Here's the franchise, and again the Clippers good for 2.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the wing right side. Sims, the pass to the franchise. Drills the three-pointer. The franchise has got 50 points.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Outside Collison. Payne with a screen for Collison. Off on that one. So the Clippers winning this one easily. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
You put on what was simply an incredible fourth period. How were you able to take over this game in the end?
I think our team just wore them down over the course of the first 3 quarters. And during the fourth, it made things easy for myself and others to create space and get the shots that we like to take. It was really a team effort. Definitely.
It was a pleasure for us to watch. Thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan player of the game.
Nice job out there tonight.
Yeah, thanks, man. I had a nice little matchup and did my thing.
That's what it's about, seeing a weakness in your opponent and taking advantage. We got the win, but there's always room to improve. Am I right?
Why you always trying to drop knowledge, even after we win? I mean, I don't get it. Shoot, I was clicking, the team was clicking, we won. I mean, dang, can't we just enjoy it for at least a night?
Hate to admit it, but you're right. Let's enjoy this one and do it again next time.
Geez, you gotta learn to relax.
Alright, chat, man. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. As always, man, like I said, I truly appreciate you guys. Whenever I enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, man, I probably will get back on here and do another stream later. But if I don't, we'll definitely be streaming tomorrow. And I'll definitely be on Twitch sometime today. But other than that, man, like I said, I truly appreciate you guys. See y'all boys next stream. Take care, chat.